This was the birth of the whole concept of non-surgical facial rejuvenation. And the logical next step for them to ask was, can't you do something that can lift the face, but again, without surgery? So I thought, okay, if I can put threads in to kind of self-hold in position, then I don't need to do major surgery. The thread lift which I developed, the Woffles lift, is a true facelift. Hi, I'm Dr. Woffles Wu, and we're currently in the house that I've been living since I was born, 58 years ago. This is my grandparents' house, built in the 1950s. When I was 16, my mother gave me a textbook on plastic surgery. It was an illustrated guide to how to do a facelift, which was a really odd book to give to a 16-year-old, because I was far from getting into medicine, far from graduating, and certainly far from specializing. But I suppose that book sparked in me an interest in the complexity of what plastic surgery had to offer. And people were making comments on the internet without any form of responsibility. And so a lot of the information was false, basically. And it just was very depressing for me to open up the internet and see something, a criticism of yourself, which was so far from what I know myself to be. So I just had to accept it and learn how to move on. And I have done that. I can move on. The trouble is the internet doesn't move on. The internet stays the same. In fact, it probably embellishes itself many, many times over. So that's one of the things that I guess we all have to live with in this day of digital information. I continue to do it. I've still tried to go every year, maybe twice or 3 times a year. It was satisfying. If you're treating a reconstructive patient, as long as you've made them look even half normal, they're very happy. But with a cosmetic patient, if your eyelid is off by ½ millimeter, they will scream and sue you or take some other legal action. Recently, I have gotten a license to practice in one of the states in China, and so I have the option of going there again to treat the Chinese population. And I think that'll be fun. I'm at the stage of life where you do want new challenges. It's all a process of learning. It's very exciting. I have to learn Chinese. I have to learn how to read and write. I have to learn how to understand the mentality of the patients there, and so that you can match the results with their expectations.